It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Jets and the Bills, under the lights on Sunday night.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 61 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. 5 catches, 60 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The Bills are going to take over here. Every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Allen off the play fake. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team,
Stephon Diggs, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On play action, now Rodgers. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second down and goal. Rodgers, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And this is going to be brought back for the Bills touchdown. How about when you had a goal to go, not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers it on the scoreboard.
So here's their kickoff now as they get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Now here's a look for the end zone. That is going to line up incomplete.
No surprise at all. He could put a big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On play action, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing on first down is Allen. They're going right back to Hamlet. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half. 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Penny. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. To the air, Allen. Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now out come the Jets.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On play action, Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Bills will take over possession here at the 44.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Allen
got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run with Penny. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Yeah, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring
now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Open man here is Gentry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see so far in this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only about 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well.
as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop that down to Carter underneath.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And quickly, they get to the line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He finds Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Going right back to Wilson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Holding, offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They'll give to Hall.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Allen now looks to throw. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, his third rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Got a man, that's Lazard. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard, 63 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now out come the Bills. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On play action, Allen. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Penny, a 1st down carry.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Throwing now is Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not down another turnover on his ledger.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On play action, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On second and goal, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no Allen to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. He's got room at the 30.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and touchdown Jets. Allen Lazard, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Rashad Penny, 48 yards. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones, 79 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Back to the ground. This time Cook.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.